Hey, peace, 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 black power. Peace and love to the people. This your first time coming into my channel. Please match up the like, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button at the bottom so you always be in the crosshairs every time I drop one of these hot videos. You feel what I'm saying? Fam, I made a video about this particular incident that I'm about to speak on right now. Yesterday, don't y'all know, February the 15th, 2023 was the sentencing day for the gunman that opened fire on black people at a Buffalo supermarket called Top Supermarket in Buffalo, New York. I do believe at least 10 black people were killed and maybe a couple of more people that were injured. This guy was heavily armed with illegal assault rifle, technical gear, all kind of technical gear, helmet, shot some people outside the store, went in and shot the armed security guard that was retired police, in which I found astounding that this particular security guard was shot in the midst of his invention. And he invented the engine that ran by water for a car. And in the midst of that, I believe he was executed. And I do believe this was some type of inside operative job that this chump went on, Payton Gendron. And at his sentencing, they let the victim's family speak. And I don't blame the way the victims' people spoke in behalf of their loved ones that was taken senseless by this race soldier who hated black people. I think someone used his hate as a vehicle to assassinate the black man who created an engine that ran by water, who created a car who ran by water. I think the hate was real. It's still real with this race soldier, even though he apologized and he cried in court. You know what I'm saying? You thought this out, man. Them tears is fake, just like that race soldier, Kyle Rittenhouse, who got away with murdering 2 people in Wisconsin. Now he's putting on a show so he avoid the criminal case that is still lodged against him in the federal level of hate crime. See, if this hate crime bill was attached to black people in general, this guy would be executed. There's no way around it when you had a hate crime bill attached to a Pacific people such as black people in this country. Like I told you before, the reason why the hate bill is not attached to black people, like the Asians, because there'd be a lot of people in penitentiary, in jail, on death row, because there's so many people who attack and oppress black people based on the content and color of our skin. That's proof. They show the Asian statistic of being attacked, motivated by racial hate. These incidents were like 287 compared to 2,871 attacks on black people. You could go look at the census on this particular information. You will see that blacks are the most likely people who become victims and target because of the content and color of our skin. Everybody hate black people. Everybody hate black people. Even black people hate black people. Because if black people didn't hate black people, we would be free. We would be a nation standing on our own. We would have reparations. People would have to recognize us as a people or group, a nation, but we don't recognize and we don't act like a nation. We're too busy helping the ruling class, white people, Asian people, everybody kill us. We help those people kill us. Anyway, the way the family reacted towards Payton Gendron in the courtroom yesterday, I probably would act the same way. Did you see yesterday's video? I'm going to show it to you just in case you didn't see it. Well, the woman, Barbara Mapp, her sister was executed by this particular race soldier. Her name was Massey. She was 72 years old. Catherine Massey was her name. 72 years old. This dude uppipe on an old lady. Prosecutor even spoke on the fact when he shot somebody white by accident in the store, he apologized. So this guy know what he was doing. I don't want to hear nobody say that this guy was mentally ill. He visited the store 2 days before his attack, laying out the diagram how he was going to do it, how he was going to get Aaron Salters, how he was going to hit Aaron Salters. Aaron Salters, I want y'all to look Aaron Salters up. He was the brother who was about to come on the scene. He was about to come on the scene with his car that ran by water. And you know how the oil and gas boys that run this world feel about that particular car. See, if he was a car company like Chrysler and all this particular stuff, they got this stuff, man, but they're not allowed to put it out. They got these cars that run by water, electricity. You know what I'm saying? But long as oil and gas is the rich man's product that he make money on, anybody come up with any type of other energy source other than what they monopoly in, you're a dead man or a dead woman. Facts. So this murder that happened on the afternoon of May 14th of 2021 or 2022, may I say, it was well sought out, planned and attacked, and some people be soldiers indirectly. Some people be soldiers indirectly. They don't know. But they use the vehicle of hate to drive this young man, young white man, 19 years old, to drive from 200 miles from where he from and go to Buffalo, New York's east side, Tops Market, he opened fire on black people. But I want y'all to see this video. I would have reacted the same way. You know, I'd have acted the same way, man. Check this out, though. Check this out, though. How they got at him.
I wanted to choke him until my fingerprint left a mark around his neck. That's what I wanted, from the bottom of my heart.
The sentencing was over, but some family members felt no closure.
I want the death penalty. I know, like a lot of my family now want them to be in jail for 200 or 300 years. I think that's a waste of money.
The gunman, Payton Gendron, finally had to face and listen to family members and saw their heartbreak and rage explode in front of him.
We like our kids to go to good schools. We love our kids. Don't do it.
Last May, the gunman took a sick ideology and a weapon to a top supermarket in Buffalo and killed 10 people, ranging in age from 32 to 86.
This picture to remind me, she was a beautiful girl. I think of her alone, laying on the pavement for hours.
You didn't shoot her once, but you turned around and shot her 2 times. So much so that her viewing could not even be made by her family.
Do I want you to die? No. I want you to stay alive. I want you to think about this every day of your life.
You are a cowardly racist. You thought you broke us, but you awoke us. We all know the pure hatred and motivations behind your heinous crime, and we are here to tell you that you failed.
During the hearing, the 19-year-old apologized for his crimes.
I did a terrible thing that day. I shot and killed people because they were black.
But family members were unmoved.
It was written for him. It didn't seem sincere. It was too short.
Judge Susan Egan delivered the sentence, life in prison without parole.
There is no place for you or your ignorant, hateful, and evil ideologies. There can be no mercy for you. You will never see the light of day as a free man ever again.
And it's not over yet. The convicted gunman will be back in federal court tomorrow, where he's facing 27 felonies, including hate crimes charges, and the possibility that he could face the death penalty.
Yeah, folks, y'all see that? That's very understandable about the people who lost their loved ones at the hands of this race soldiers. It's very understandable how they feel. I probably would have rushed him in the courtroom myself. Kill one of mine, I want to get at you. But you see all those police in the courtroom there to protect that individual. And I'm going to further say this. If this guy, Payton Gendron, doesn't receive the death penalty, then justice has not been served. In my eyes, he killed 10 black people. If he does not receive the federal hate crime, this serves no justice to black people. See, when that hate crime is attached to black people to protect black people, there's no way around this death penalty. And it should also be attached to the police. Just because you work for the police don't mean that you can't be held for capital murder, killing black people unarmed. This guy was armed to the T. They took him to jail. They took him to jail unscathed. Gendron was took unscathed. Payton Gendron was took unscathed. And if this guy doesn't get the death penalty, I could say more so that he worked in behalf of someone that he didn't even know about to take out Aaron Salters, the brother who built the engine that ran by H2O, the car that ran by H2O. This shows and displays the hate that America got for black people. There's politicians, police, doctors, people in position that feels like Gendron just acting on his hate. He was a vehicle used to kill Aaron Salters, and he hated black people. Wake up, people. You feel what I'm saying? If this chump doesn't receive no lumps on his head when he get to the penitentiary, because he'll probably be in protective custody for the rest of his life. He may be protected. He may be protected by some people in high places. And if he getting to speak, which I don't think he's going to speak because he don't even know the entity that he was working for. Somebody gave him some type of education on how he went off into this spot. This dude had tactical helmets, modified semi-automatic rifle. He looked too stupid to be able to modify a semi-automatic rifle. Heavily armed. He wore tactical gear. You feel what I'm saying? This was a race soldier sent to kill these black people. So, I send my condolences to the people again, because I made a video speaking on this particular situation right here. You feel me? Hey, mash up the like, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Peace of Black Power. Peace of Black Power.